What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on Peg City Hockey. And today we're going to be talking about Rutger McGroarty yet again, because the developments that keep coming out regarding these trade rumors are just fascinating to me. So a couple days ago, it broke on a Slovakian hockey website that the Montreal Canadiens had reportedly offered prospect Filip Mešár a first-round pick and a young defenseman, either Justin Barron potentially or Jordan Harris. And it seems that Winnipeg rejected the offer. Now, there's a lot of questionable, credibility when it comes to this website and the sources, so this could be entirely fake. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. There haven't been a lot of official reporters coming out talking about the story outside of just this article itself. Nothing out with any more rumors, but Rutger McGroarty is a very good prospect. We all know how good he is. Really, was amazing for Michigan, led Team USA as a captain, and Filip Mešár is a very good player as well. They were both selected in the exact same draft, and last year he had a really good year in the OHL, playing with the Kitchener Rangers, as well as getting in some time with the Laval Rockets. And either way, he was really good. But the reason why these, trade rumors to me just seem kind of ridiculous in the first place is because the whole situation regarding Filip Mešár right now is almost like the Rutger McGroarty situation. He believes that he was too good for the OHL last year. He believes he should be on the roster, above the AHL. He did not like the fact that he got sent down for Joel Armia last season. And, he has been he rejected the team's offer to go to training camp this recently in the last couple of weeks. And he rejected that. So just exactly the same situation as Rutger McGroarty, a very unhappy player that wants an immediate path to the NHL, it seems like. So I just don't understand how you could look at the situation and think that it is a good offer if you're the Montreal Canadiens. Like obviously, the Jets don't have a clear path right now for Rutger McGroarty. I don't know if they're going to have a clear path for Filip Mešár. And Rutger McGroarty could make a statement, could be more of an impactful player with his leadership skills and whatnot as well. Like I said, he led Team USA last year to the World Juniors. And he's been exceptional with the University of Michigan. And I know that Filip Mešár has been very good as well. But again, this is just a very weird trade to me. You're offering a prospect that has not panned out, that is very upset for a prospect that doesn't want to play where he is, and in a small market to boot. This whole situation, I completely understand why Chevy rejected this trade if it was real, because it just makes no sense. You're just trying to swap, high-end garbage pretty much for a player that has a lot of value, but at the same time, it might seem like, as of late, that his value is also tanking. This is exactly like what I said at the start of this video. This whole situation is so crazy because, a few days before these rumors came out, there was a lot of talk coming out of Winnipeg from the local reporters and regarding the Rutger McGroarty's camp, and how you might have a situation where McGroarty is kind of playing himself out of a trade even with the way that his camp is handling this entire situation, and that there are teams interested in acquiring him that are no longer interested when they hear the list of demands that his camp has. Taking a listen to this clip from Winnipeg Sports Talk a couple of days ago from Mike McKintry.
I've heard just behind the scenes here that, and there's been a lot of trade talk obviously with Rutger McGroarty, and maybe a lot of people wondering why hasn't it happened. I'll just throw this out to you, a bit of a nugget for you here. I've heard that even the trade talks that have happened, those have led to extreme frustration, because there are other teams that might be interested in Rutger McGroarty that are hearing a lot of the same things from the McGroarty camp that the Jets have heard in terms of playing time and assurances. And I heard over this past weekend that there may have been one particular deal that was pretty close to happening that essentially fell apart because the other team didn't like what they were hearing either from the McGroarty camp.
So a very interesting situation developing in Winnipeg, like I said at the start of this video, because if that offer from Montreal is real, and that is the creme de crop of what the Winnipeg Jets have been offered so far for Rutger McGroarty, a very upset player in his situation that won't commit to Montreal, a major market, because they won't give him playing time, yet apparently, like I've already said, Winnipeg, same situation with Rutger McGroarty, but a smaller market. And that's the best trade that's been offered, so they reject that. And then on top of that, all this news coming out about Rutger McGroarty tanking his value because, his camp is pretty much being a bunch of prima donnas. We started to hear rumors about that a couple of weeks ago, but the reason I hadn't made a video on it is because I wanted to wait and kind of see what else came from that. And then, we obviously have rumors like this about where you have actual situations where the Jets have trades in place and probably had trades in place for him at the draft even potentially, And, you know, they weren't able to make it work because Rutger McGroarty and his camp are just so stubborn and thick-headed right now, and also just entitled as all hell, if I have to be completely honest, that they're playing themselves out of the NHL right now and not even into the AHL. Like, it is ridiculous how they're handling the situation. And, you know, when you think about the fact that the Jets have already lost Nate Schmidt by buying him out, and they're getting $3 million in saving this year from that buyout, they need to go out there and make some additions. They lost Brendan Dillon in free agency as well, so you lose two guys on the defensive end that were pretty good for you last year, that were core contributors. You know, I know that Schmidt got scratched at time, but him and Dillon were a very solid pairing. I mean, Dillon, excuse me, him and Sandberg were a very solid pairing. And when you look at the defense sign for next year, that's not promising. Like, I'm sorry, but, you know, the Jets need to add defensively. And obviously they're going to, you know, Colin Miller was a good keep. That's a good third-pairing defenseman. No problems with that. But again, third-pairing defensemen in depth aren't what you need. Ville Heinola could be an impact player for us next year, but we really don't know. This is a rookie coming into the NHL. So the Jets needed this trade value from Rutger McGroarty, and if they have lost it because of his camp being so stubborn and he refuses to sign, and this entire situation continues to draw out for potentially even another year, then they are really, you know, hamstrung. And then the odds of trading Nikolai Ehlers goes up even more. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out of Winnipeg right now. It's a very intriguing time. So make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all things Jets hockey. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date, and check out all the other affiliate links down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on this entire Rutger McGroarty situation, and how do you think it's going to play out long term in the comment section below. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go Jets go, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
It'll all be over.